The market doesn't destroy people. It simply reveals what was already broken inside them. He started with 2 lakh rupees, a part-time investor, a full-time dreamer. He read the books, followed the experts, and believed he was logical, rational, ready. But slowly, the rules started to bend. One trade doubled his money, and greed was born. Another trade collapsed, and fear gripped his chest. He wasn't just trading stocks anymore. He was trading his hope, his self-worth, his identity. He didn't notice it at first. The shaky hands before entering a position. The tight chest while markets opened. The desperate just one more after a losing streak. He thought he was in control. But the truth was, he never even noticed who was driving. And this isn't just his story. It's the story of thousands of retail investors who didn't lose because of the market, but because they never studied the one thing that truly mattered: their own emotions. From the outside, the stock market looks beautiful: freedom, passive income, compounding. Social media shows Lamborghinis, perfect trading setups, and life-changing charts. But behind the screen, there's a war happening. A war between logic and emotion, between calm decisions and impulses, between who you want to be and who you are when fear whispers. Everyone teaches charts. No one teaches how to stay sane when your money's on the line. And that's where most people lose. Not from bad analysis, but from emotions they never saw coming. There are 5 emotional traps that quietly destroy investors. And the first is greed. It begins after a good trade. Your plan says, exit. But greed whispers, stay. Maybe it'll double. So you hold. Then it reverses. You ignore stop losses. You increase position size. You feel unstoppable until you're not. Greed isn't loud. It's seductive. It hides behind confidence and ends in regret. The second trap is fear. You see a good setup. Everything lines up. But your hands shake. Your heart says, what if it crashes? So you skip it. Or worse, you enter, but exit at the first red candle. You keep playing it safe. But safe isn't always smart. And while others build wealth, you just watch. Fear turns you into a spectator of wealth, not a creator of it. The third, FOMO. Your friend just made 80% on a stock. Everyone online is profiting. You see a rally, and without any plan, you jump in. By the time you enter, the rally is already over. You're late, you panic, you exit with a loss. FOMO makes you think you're missing something. But what you're really missing is patience. Then comes ego. You've done your analysis. You know the stock should go up. So when it doesn't, you don't exit. Because exiting would mean you were wrong. So you hold, you average down, you ignore the signs, you start fighting the market. But the market doesn't care. Ego blinds you. It doesn't just hurt your trades. It destroys your learning. And finally, the most dangerous of all, revenge. You lose big. Anger rises. You want to get it back fast. You take trades without reason. You increase size, you force setups, and in trying to recover, you lose even more. Revenge trading doesn't heal. It only deepens the wound. Now here's the truth. Even when we know these traps, we still fall. Because when real money is on the line, logic fades. Emotion takes over. Your brain goes into survival mode. You can't think straight. You just react. That's why understanding stock market psychology isn't a luxury. It's survival. But what hurts more than any trade is the guilt, the silent self-blame, the regret. You lose money, but you also lose sleep. You avoid portfolio screens. You lie to yourself. You hide from family. And deep down, you wonder, maybe I'm just not made for this. The loss isn't just financial. It's emotional. And sometimes spiritual. This is how most traders go down. They lose. Then they react. They lose again. Then they spiral. Loss, impulse, bigger loss, doubt, revenge, collapse. until there's nothing left, not money, not confidence, just silence. But here's the good news. Emotions aren't the enemy. Unawareness is. You can't remove fear or greed, but you can see them. And when you see them clearly, they lose power. Awareness becomes your edge, not indicators, not tips, not predictions. Awareness. You want to rise back? Then start here. Journal your trades and your emotions. Take breaks after big wins or losses. Set your rules when the market is closed. Don't chase. Don't seek revenge. And when in doubt, stay silent. Because silence is a superpower. You don't need to win every time, but you just need to stop destroying yourself. The market was never your enemy. It simply showed you who you really are under pressure. If you want to build real wealth, don't just study the market. Study your mind. Master your emotions, or your emotions will master you. If this video helped you reflect even a little, do consider subscribing to Booksituation. It motivates us to bring more meaningful content like this for real learners like you.